what's going on, fam? I'm just doing a quick check-in because I told you before, if you know anything about me, when something hits my spirit, ooh, baby, I got to tell y'all. If it hits me, because I know it's a message for somebody in my family and in my world that I love so much, which is you all, my subscriber family. I love you, wishing you nothing but love and light. So I'm just doing this off the grid than I normally do because it hit me and I want to share it with you. I said something briefly about the last video I posted, how the narcissist is now living with, in the same situation that he tried to put on to me, is how they're living. And I'm doing this video to say this to you. That is so important that you all understand that. Everything that a narcissist wishes for you and hopes happens to you, and all the hatefulness and all the grime and dirt and all that shit they try to bring onto you and all the suffering they put on your spirit, honey, and your heart, that's exactly in the end how the narcissists end up becoming. That's so important that you understand that. Ooh, I got chills. Like I said, it's so important you understand that everything that the narcissist tried to do to destroy you and make you feel like you were less than, that you were not worthy, that you're the garbage and you're the trash and you have no value and all those things they try to portray to us, is exactly in the end what ends up happening to them. They end up becoming the trash. They end up getting trash. They end up being devalued and not looked at, and not all the things they strive to be never comes their way. You understand me? Let's see your sister. It never does. It's so important you understand that, because I've seen it too many times, especially in my situation. Like in my other video, I was telling you my story time, and that's what prompted this video. It's because I remember, like I said, being so broken down, like all of us have, and all stuff by the no good for nothing possum, rat, soup eating bitches. Yeah, I said it. Voodoo kings and priestesses and all that bullshit. YouTube, don't block me. But the bottom line is this. Everything that the narcissist wished upon you is going to happen to them. Listen to me. Every single thing. When they said you weren't smart, they end up being with something that's not so smart. Or they find out they're not smart. Which, they're not smart if you ask me anyway. The same way that they wish that you have a downfall in your life and that you're not going to be nothing without them, that's what ends up happening to them. You understand me? Everything they project onto you is right there waiting on them. Every single thing. The days when they told you that they didn't like you and they couldn't stand you and you always did this and you always did that, they end up being with someone that puts them through the same thing. Well, they do it to other people too. But at the end of the day, they get it back exactly what they said to you. And I'm going to give you a story time and I'm going to let this go because this is a deep part of the story I don't think I've ever shared. Now, the narcissist used to tell me, my ex-narcissist, used to always tell me when we were together, when he would get mad at me, you know how they do, and get pissed and threaten to leave and all the shit that they do. He used to always tell me, I can go and find something better than you. I can go get a woman like this. I can get a woman that's got this and that for me because you don't do this and that. You're not the proper kind of woman. You don't do this and that for me. You don't, you don't cook enough, which I cooked all the time, but it's never enough. You don't do this enough. You're not raising the kids well enough. You know what? Everything that he put on to me, because he used to say these things to me, fam, I see now that's exactly what was delivered to his door. He used to tell me, and this is a kind of rough for me to say, but I'm going to keep it real with y'all, because he was a verbal abuser, that I was a whore and a bitch. I was always cheating. You're always cheating. Every time I know you cheating with somebody. You sleeping with the landlord. You're sleeping with the maintenance guy. You're sleeping with the world. You ain't nothing but a hoe. You ain't nothing but a slut. And I used to remember begging, going, but I'm here all the time. I'm not that woman, but that's what they want you to do. They know it's not true. They just want to see you in anguish. But I'm saying all this to say this. He called me a whore. He called me a slut. He said I wasn't a good mother. Yes, he said it, fam. He said that I was not good enough. I wasn't up to par. Every piece of everything that he said, God the divine, or whatever you want to believe in, brought it to him full circle. I'm telling you, full circle the whole way. Okay? Because what ended up happening was, he ended up with a partner that was a known whore. And I'm not trying to be hateful. I've said this in my other videos. She's a prostitute. He used to tell me I wasn't a good mother. This woman has 7 or 8 children. She's not with. All she does is stay around him. She done abandoned all her kids. He said all the bad things that he said about me, all those things, God, the divine, or whatever you believe, delivered those same things to him. You can't go around and abuse people that are decent and think you're getting away with it. The narcissist is going to receive exactly what they tried to put onto you. That's why I always say, don't dig one hole for another person, don't dig one for yourself. Okay? Listen to your sister. The narcissist is going to, every piece of what they put out to you is going to be delivered to them on a plate. Yes, hopefully after they eat it, somebody hit them over the damn top of the hip with the fucking plate. YouTube don't block me. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But I'm just saying, I love you so much. Don't you forget it. Everything they ever tried to do to you is coming back to them tenfold. And your sister know, been there, done it. I love y'all. Bye.